Formula E women's test has returned for the second year in a row, but this time we're back in Valencia. 14 women drivers from across motorsport are going to get the opportunity to try out this Gen 3 Evo machinery. Abby Pulling, Jamie Chadwick and many other big names across motorsport are going to be hitting the track not only to help with their development as drivers, but also to help the teams in developing their cars and getting them ready for season 12. We caught up with a few of the drivers prior to the start of the test.
I mean, it's amazing, and especially like in Formula E, where everything is different, and you still have so much to learn. I mean, I'm with Porsche now a couple of years, and there's still so many things you can learn, and that's amazing.
Yeah, it's a big opportunity for us drivers. I mean, we can get the opportunity to drive in such a highly professional environment, and also to get to know these cars. Yeah, just amazing.
For the young and up-and-coming talent to also get an opportunity to be behind Formula E machinery, some for the first time, some have done it before, but also then that could open doors to have a role like myself, where they can help the team be on the simulator and improve for the season.
You know, to be an athlete, you need to have that competitive edge. So tomorrow, you know, it won't really be about competition. If anything, it'll just be, you know, a great moment to really savor the opportunity, because you don't get this a lot. You know, we're not racing Formula E, but we get to experience and be a Formula E driver for a day. So that's what tomorrow will be for me, at least.
And how important is it to have things like the Women's Test Day, not only to help with driver development, but also to bring you guys new talent?
Well, this is crucial in this sport because, as we know, we don't have a ladder like in other categories. So, of course, testing young drivers, whether the female or the male, for us doesn't matter. We just look for strong drivers, and it's very important because you can open the door for new drivers, professional drivers in the future, and this is vital for the sport because we are getting into Gen 4, where the level of competitiveness of these cars is going to be even higher, and the performance of cars is going to be even higher. So we really need more and more options when it comes to the choice of drivers, and definitely Abby will be, I guess, some of the drivers in the shopping list in the next years.
Well, tell me a little bit now about what your relationship is with Nissan and what your role is now within the team.
So I'm helping them do a lot of prep on the simulator. They've just recently got their new Dynisma simulator, so it's a really high-tech bit of kit, and I've been helping kind of set it up for them, and I think I was the first person to actually drive it, so making sure it's reacting right, ready for when the boys go and do their prep. I always really like the feedback aspect of racing. I think even from go-karting, me and my dad were like a little dynamic duo with the feedback and then applying changes to that. So it's kind of similar, but a really big organisation, obviously. And yeah, being able to help the team in that side and be able to give the feedback, and them to also to listen and really respect as well what I'm saying. It's a really nice place to be, and just looking forward to seeing, you know, what we continue to do. Honestly, it's so welcoming and give me everything I need to succeed, and yeah, as well I'm trying to give them as much as possible tomorrow to keep developing for themselves as well, as they've got a lot to do. And yeah, I mean, Gen 4's on the horizon, so it's exciting to also be a part of that behind the scenes.
This groundbreaking initiative is returning for its second season, allowing some of the best and brightest young talent access to current Formula E machinery. Not only that, it can continue their relationship with our Formula E teams. Some teams are choosing to field their current rookie and development drivers, whilst others have gone in a different direction, utilising new talent. We've actually got 3 debutants this season. We caught up with former racing driver and VP of Sporting Beth Peretta to hear her thoughts on the test.
I think there are many people that agree that having more women in our sport as drivers, as workers in the paddock, is imperative to the future health of motorsport as an industry. We're all excited about giving opportunity to women, but when we talk about women as professional drivers, we did a bit of research. We commissioned More Than Equal to do a study to figure out, you know, are there restrictions, anything related to gender? The bottom line is opportunity. And as a series, Formula E is a World Championship series, and when we looked at information, data, how many license holders, how many FIA license holders are men compared to women, we know that one of the ways to increase that number is by providing opportunity. as a series, that's something that we can do. And so that's why we wanted to create the women's test. You'll see more women's programs. Stay tuned for some more things that we're working on that hopefully we'll be able to unveil shortly. But I think it was a shared idea that we can actually affect change, and because we can, we should.
And that is a wrap on the 2025 women's test. It was Mahindra's Chloe Chambers that was the fastest driver of the day. She topped both the morning and the afternoon session. But in the afternoon, Nissan's Abby Pulling was only 0.06 of a second behind. 7 of our 14 drivers managed to drop into the 1:23s or below. A real consistency across the grid and incredibly impressive from these up and coming and of course some more experienced drivers. That is it from us here in Valencia. Thank you so much for following along. Make sure you are staying tuned for round 1 of the season. Not long to go now until we're racing in Sao Paulo.